back to the MGTracey Club. So we're in sunny Orlando, Florida, and I'm here at Chocolate Kingdom. We're just going to go in and take the tour and taste the chocolate. So come along with me and enjoy.
Tour guide today. Give you guys a little background information here. We're third generation chocolatiers, so really cool. We have the founding great-grandfather, the grandfather, and the grandson. And not only do we have a chocolate kingdom here, we also have 25 gourmet chocolate shops all around the country called Chocolate that sells our chocolate as well. So really awesome. And of course, we like to have a lot of fun here. So every single year we hold this Festival of Chocolate in Orlando, Miami, and Tampa, where we have several vendors, a fashion show inspired by chocolate called Coco Couture, which you'll see at the end of our tour today. And 2 years ago, we got ourselves into the Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest cup of hot chocolate. You guys like hot chocolate here? Yeah. Do you want to know how big our hot chocolate was?
Yeah.
880 gallons.
Oh, wow.
It was like a gigantic hot tub filled with chocolate, and it took a lot of people to drink it afterwards. And of course, you couldn't just leave our hot chocolate plain, had to have a topping on it, right? Do you guys like marshmallows here? Yeah, we are huge marshmallow lovers. We wanted to put it on top of our chocolate, but we couldn't just place the marshmallows one by one on top because that's too easy. We figured, why not build catapults and launch each marshmallow on top? And so we did. We ended up launching 2,000 marshmallows that day. Jumbo marshmallows, of course. So we like to have a lot of fun here. As we go throughout our tour, take as many pictures as you guys want. We love pictures here. Also, one thing I ask is that you guys release your inner chocolate child. Can you guys do that? Yeah? You guys can be kids in candy stores today with me? Awesome. Today we're on an adventure tour and we have our very own princess here, Princess Chocolina. And it's Princess Chocolina's birthday today, so it's a really special day here. So we're all going to start off by sitting back, relaxing, checking in with our princess, see how she's doing on her very special day.
There was a great excitement throughout the Chocolate Kingdom for their princess, the beautiful and sweet Princess Chocolina, come of age and was now allowed to marry. Princes from near and far flocked to the great chocolate castle, bearing amazing gifts made of pure chocolate. The belief was that the prince with the finest gift would win the princess's favor, and perhaps even her hand in marriage. One such hopeful prince was our hero, Prince George the Good.
This is my story. I'll take it from here. Good day. It is I, Prince George the Good. Looking. Good. Right. And this is my trusted friend and companion, Michu, the dragon.
Hola.
I am on my way to the Chocolate Kingdom to impress and win the hand of the lovely Princess Chocolina.
Princess Chocolina. Oh, show them the gift.
Yes. In order to get the princess to really notice me, I have searched near and far to find the finest chocolate craftsman in the land in order to create a truly exquisite birthday gift for her. A pair of chocolate shoes.
Great gift, huh?
And you, my friends, shall be the first to gaze upon them.
Oh, and I picked the princess a bunch of wild daisies.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you? What are you, nuts? I've known you for years.
Oh no, shoes.
Oops. Oops. We're at the Chocolate Kingdom Castle. And the princess' birthday is today. And I have no gift. And what am I going to do now?
Maybe we can make another one.
I don't know anything about making chocolate.
Well, Prince George, I know a lot about chocolate. In fact, me and my new friends are about to go on a tour, so come with us, learn about chocolate, and make some new shoes.
That's my new friend.
Oh,
It's
those
a really
good
good idea.
friends.
We can learn all about the chocolate.
Yes, we can.
Sneak into the castle
We can sneak.
and make the princess a brand new pair of shoes.
We're gonna make some shoes. We're gonna make some shoes. We're gonna make some shoes. No dancing, okay. Well, why don't we just...
Yes, of course.
We'll meet up in a second.
Ciao for now.
Bye, Michu. Chocolate shoes, but it's okay, because we're gonna help the prince make a nice new pair for the princess, aren't we? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Awesome. I have a question for my kids. Where does our chocolate all begin? Do you guys know? Does it begin from this tree right here? Yeah? Absolutely. I give away chocolate genius stickers here just so you guys know. So for my kids, there you go. There you go. Wear it proudly. You guys are chocolate geniuses, all right? Everything begins from this tree. This is called a cacao tree. And cacao is the name of this tree. It's also the name of the beans before they go through any process. This tree right here is also pretty finicky. We like to call it a diva. It only likes to grow 20 degrees north and south of the equator. This tree needs extremely warm temperatures all year round, like 70 degrees temperature-wise and 70% humidity to thrive. So that being said, here in Florida, it is incredibly hot. We do get below 70 degrees at times. So that means it is too cold for these trees to even grow here in Florida. Crazy, right? But there are two places in the U.S. where these trees can grow. Any guesses where that might be? Hawaii, that's right, chocolate genius over here as well. And the other place, any guesses?
Dominican Republic?
The Dominican Republic, very good guess.
That's not
Puerto Rico. Yeah, we include the U.S. territories as well. Those are the only two places in the U.S., guys, that can grow these trees. Once these trees do begin to thrive, tiny little flowers will appear all along the branches of these trees. These flowers are so teeny tiny, they're like the size of our pinky nails. So, really small flower, right? That means there's only one type of bug that can pollinate those flowers, and that bug is called a midge. Kind of resembles a mosquito. I like to say it's a lot nicer because it helps pollinate our chocolate, right? If, let's say, a wasp comes along and tries to pollinate the flowers, it will actually end up doing the opposite effect, and the flowers will no longer survive, which is then a really sad day for us chocolate lovers, right? Yeah. That does happen quite often. On average, only about 10% of those flowers in total will turn into actual cacao pods. You guys will see what I'm talking about right here. This is a picture of the actual cacao pods. On the inside of each pod is 30 to 50 cocoa beans. And we need 300 beans just to make 1 pound of chocolate. 300, it's a lot of beans, isn't it? So that means we need quite a few pods to make 1 pound of chocolate. About what? 6 to 10 pods just to make a pound? It takes 3 to 5 years for the tree to even bear this pod. 4 to 5 months for that pod to grow. And each year, a tree will produce about 10 pounds of chocolate. So, there's a lot of nature going into every single bite. But the real question here is who first discovered these trees? Who first discovered those pods? Our hero, right? Back in 600 BC in Mexico City, there was a tribe known as the Olmec tribe. The Olmecs saw monkeys climbing up these trees, knocking off those pods, cracking them open, because on the inside coating all those cocoa beans is a sticky white pulp, as you guys see right here. This sticky white pulp tastes really good. It's like a watered down whipped cream. Yeah, so pretty sweet, pretty yummy. Monkeys loved it. As we know, monkeys see, monkey do. Olmecs had to do the exact same thing. The only difference is the Olmecs started to suck on the actual cocoa beans underneath the pulp as well. They were the first to do that. And that's when they noticed how incredibly good they started to feel. You know what I mean? You guys feel really good when you eat chocolate, right? Yeah, that's because there's an ingredient inside of these cocoa beans called theobromine. Theobromine releases endorphins in the body, which makes us feel so good, like we're on top of the world. Even some say they feel godlike when they have chocolate. True story, but it's actually where we get our scientific name, Theobroma cacao, which translates to food of the gods. How about that?
So, it all starts with beans. And beans are a vegetable. Does that mean that chocolate is a vegetable? What are you doing?
Eating my vegetables? Why not?
Is chocolate a vegetable?
It's a fruit, isn't it?
It's a fruit, absolutely. There you go, that's right. Chocolate grows on trees, has seeds, and it has a pulp. So chocolate is considered a fruit. I have a sample for you guys right here, one of my favorite fruits. This is a whole roasted cocoa bean, which is a candy coating on top. You want to try one? Put out your hand. I'll give you each one to try. There you go. You put the whole entire thing in your mouth and crunch it up.
Thank you.
Of course. There you go, my dear. Do you have to try one, sir? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Here you go, buddy. And these cocoa beans are really healthy for you. They have vitamins A, B1, C, D, and E, and 4 times the antioxidants as blueberries and raspberries, believe it or not. Yeah. Also really good for your heart health, improving to reduce heart disease up to 1/3. There you go. And not just that, these cocoa beans are really good for your memory. That's right, I remember everything now that you guys have these beans. They use them in memory care facilities to this day for Alzheimer's patients because they found that by giving them just one of those cocoa beans a day really helped increase their memory. Cool, right? So not only does chocolate taste good, it's really healthy for you too. You guys like the cocoa beans? Good, right? Awesome. We're gonna fast forward about 1200 AD. This stone right over here is called the Metate Imano, which basically means stone in hand. The Mayans created this. They would take their cocoa beans and grind them out into a paste, as you guys see here. In this paste, they would add their favorite herbs, their favorite spices, flowers. Their favorite thing to add was chili pepper. It's an interesting choice, right? Sugar cane was not introduced at this time, so chocolate had a very strong, very bitter flavor to it. And they found that by adding chili pepper actually kind of helped offset that bitterness just a little bit. So they would take this paste, dilute it into a drink, and they called this drink chocolatl. Mayans were such a successful tribe. They had their very own pyramids. They had their own calendar, dated to the 21st century. They even had their own complex written language, so really intelligent tribe here. But like every story, when you have your good guys, what do you also have?
Bad guys.
Your bad guys, right? Your villains. The bad guys here are known as the Aztecs and Chief Emperor Montezuma. You see, the Aztecs and Montezuma saw how well the Mayans were doing. And then they found out that the Mayans had something they didn't. The cocoa beans. Exactly. You see, the Aztecs lived in the rocky highlands. Cacao trees could not grow where they lived. So they really wanted these beans. But instead of being nice and knocking on the door and asking politely for the beans, they ransacked the whole entire civilization and took all of these beans. These beans turned into a commodity, their currency. They could pay in chocolate, guys. Cool, right? Go to a store with 3 cocoa beans, you could buy an avocado. 10 cocoa beans, a chicken, or a fish. 150 cocoa beans, you could have your very own mule. We're gonna see how they're enjoying it as well.
Interesting. The idea of chocolate beans as currency is most fitting. It is a food that has been respected and coveted for hundreds of years. With a little sip of this divine drink and this new knowledge, I am feeling wildly energized about our quest. How about you, Michu?
Oh, I think I might need one more of these drinks.
Do you really think you need that much energy?
Yeah, I've really been dragging lately.
Michu.
I got a million of them.
Oh, he does. He does. What'd you guys think of the chocolate?
Yeah, really good.
You liked it? Pretty good, right? Interesting combination of having chili pepper and chocolate, but actually pretty good combination. Man after that, 1871, a man from England named Joseph Fry. He had his very own chocolate company called Fry & Sons. He decides to experiment one day. He puts cocoa butter, cocoa powder, sugar together. Well, he ends up creating the first dark chocolate bar. Now, you guys know who Joseph Fry is, right? Here in the US, we tend to know him more by Cadbury. You guys know Cadbury's chocolate? The little bunny on the package? Joseph Fry merged into Cadbury just a few years later, so that's how we all know him here. Man after that, 1878, a baby food manufacturer, he saw that kids weren't too fond of dark chocolate, and he wanted to make something they would absolutely love. He says, how can I keep all the same ingredients of the dark chocolate but make it a little bit sweeter and still healthy for the children? He takes the cocoa butter, cocoa powder, sugar, throws in some powdered milk, and he ends up making the first milk chocolate bar as a health food. We're going to tune into this screen over here, see if our friends are ready to go into the castle.
Beans.
Bean.
Tree.
Tree.
Currency.
Current.
Montezuma.
Revenge.
And chocolate production. I am now ready to make the chocolate.
By George, I think he's got it. Now I must ask all of you a question. Are you ready to help Prince George the Good?
Of course we
Look
are.
at Prince George the Good looking.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
Prince
sure.
George.
Are you all ready to help him make some chocolate shoes?
Yes, we are. You guys ready? Yeah?
Yeah.
Onward to the castle.
Onward to the castle. Follow me this way, everybody.
So close. This is so
The
exciting.
rocks and for the grass. That castle is made with 40 pounds of milk white and dark chocolate. That river is flowing with 55 gallons of dark chocolate. Even the Prince and Michu in the right-hand corner are made of chocolate. Cool, right? They're a special molding chocolate similar to fondant. Chocolatiers are very fancy, as you guys can tell. Take as many pictures as you guys want, of course. And if you want to move in, the houses are up for rent. They're pretty cool, right? Live in a chocolate house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Oh, you probably hate it, wouldn't you? Would it last long?
And a big too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now
there's
we're
cows
still
in
on a mission to make those shoes for the princess, and we cannot stay here for long. We've got to keep on going. So everyone continue to follow me. And let's continue on our journey to make those shoes for the princess.
Proceed no further.
Why?
We have a problem.
What's the problem?
We cannot sneak into the chocolate castle with Michu.
But I like Michu.
Why, the entire kingdom is made of chocolate.
I know, I just told him.
Remember what happened with the shoe. One misfire, he could melt the entire castle to the ground. We need to find a way to cool him down.
How are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
There's only one way. We need a super secret dragon cooler downer snack. Marshmallows!
Marshmallows.
Blvd, what is the melting point of chocolate?
It's between 86 and 90 degrees Fahrenheit, lower than our body temperature, which is why chocolate melts in our hands.
Great. Then all we need to do is pop enough marshmallows into Michu's mouth to cool him down.
But George, how are we going to
Make
do
it
that?
so, my chocolate champions.
He's a dragon. He could breathe fire
Make it
and
so.
burn our hands.
Marshmallow.
We need a plan. Sorry, that's right, guys. We are going to catapult some marshmallows today. Well, that's not very super secret if you ask me. Because you guys helped me find it, I too have my own super secret stash. I've double dipped milk chocolate. Kids in the front, of course, so they can see and hear as well. Welcome, everybody. Alrighty, so this is our microbatch factory where we make all of our chocolate you guys saw when you first came in today, make it back here fresh daily. These are all real working machines. These are not just for display. We actually use these machines. Alright, guys? So the first thing we'll do once our beans get shipped here to our factory is we're going to sort them by hand. From these smaller itty-bitty cocoa beans, as you guys see here, to the larger cocoa beans, as you guys see there. They definitely vary in size. And then we'll take these beans according to their size, place them into our roasting machine for a couple of hours so they can roast consistently and evenly on all sides of the beans. This machine right here helps sterilize our cocoa beans completely. Okay? Once you're done roasting, we're going to take all of these beans, place them right here into our winnowing machine to the right of me. This will take off the shell of all of those cocoa beans, apply that shell to the very back of the machine, and reveal just the inside, which is called the nibs of the chocolates. I'm going to turn it on, show you guys how this works. You guys can see, this is the inside of a cocoa bean, no more shell on it whatsoever. It's the crushed up inside. These are called, once we have our nibs, we'll take those placed right here into our grinding machine. This, of course, is going to grind our nibs to the very top of it into a cocoa powder paste. This paste that comes out is called cocoa liqueur, but there's no alcohol in it whatsoever. It's just the name of it, okay? It's just like our cocoa powder. Once we have our cocoa liqueur, we're going to take all this powder right here and place it right here into our melanger to the right of me, guys. As we move on down just a little bit, this is where our refining and conching process happens, where our chocolate becomes velvety smooth for the very first time in the process. This right here is granite on granite basin built in the 1920s. Only about 6 of these work in microbatch factories to this day, so really impressive machine. Once again, I'm going to turn this on, show you guys how this works. The longer the chocolate is in here, the more velvety smooth it will become. This is also where we typically add the good stuff to our chocolate. So the sugar, vanilla, extra cocoa butter, lecithin, which is an emulsifier, which helps keep all of our ingredients together in our chocolate. Now, we haven't added those ingredients yet. We still have to do that. So what's in here right now is 100% cocoa. It's like a baker's chocolate, so not very sweet, more of a bland, dark chocolate flavor. All right, guys? You can follow me down here. We'll go through our next part in our process. These 3 machines, you'll see this overflow of chocolate. This is our milk chocolates, our dark chocolates, our white chocolate. Yeah, right? This is called our tempering process. The most important part of the process, it's a method of cooling and heating our chocolate so our cocoa butter can be mixed smoothly and evenly throughout.
It's George. These are indeed the most beautiful shoes I have ever seen, and the most thoughtful gift I have ever received. You were the only one who took the time to learn about chocolate and make me a gift by your own hand. Are these the people who helped you along the way?
Why, yes, Princess. I could never have accomplished my task without their help.
Welcome, my new friends, to the Chocolate Kingdom. To show our gratitude, I would like to give each of you a small, sweet token.
Thank you, Chocolate Champions, for all of your help.
And meet you. Legend has it that the most loyal among us will be granted one wish, as long as you believe in chocolate.
Oh, I believe in chocolate. I wish to be irresistible to the ladies. Oh well. Ciao, everyone. Not chow as in chow down, but cow like, bye, farewell.
Bye, Michi.
Adios.
Bye, Prince George.
Au revoir.
Goodbye, Princess.
Arrivederci.
Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Happy birthday once again.
See ya.
If you guys all want to follow me down over
Ciao.
here, these are dark milk and white chocolate shoes for you. Here you go, right here. So you want to try to eat it from the dark to the milk to the white, just for your taste buds, okay? There you go. Our dark chocolate is 72% cacao. That's the weight of the cocoa bean, so very healthy chocolate for you. No preservatives in it whatsoever. And our white chocolate is 31% cocoa butter, so it's definitely real and definitely smooth and delicious like we love. Do you guys enjoy your tour today? Yes. Awesome. There you go. You got it? Awesome. If you guys purchase the custom bar at the end of the tour, in just a minute you're going to head on down this hallway. We'll call out your name, make the bar.
Choose what chocolate you want, milk, dark, or white, and 3 toppings from 16.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
And then we fill it up with those toppings
Does that mean white chocolate takes even
and
longer?
make different of them. You can see how we make them.
Notice it seems like it melts quicker.
And
So-
what's the favourite?
The flavors,
What's the favourite?
the favorite, they go a lot with nips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nips.
Okay.
They go with the bacon at the hot one.
Oh, bacon, chocolate and bacon.
Does anybody choose pepper?
Pepper, no.
No.
The cayenne pepper, yes. What they do normally, they do go with some nuts
Yeah.
and the cayenne pepper. But if they want breakfast, they go with cranberry, cereal, and coffee.
So what are you going to choose for your bespoke chocolate bar?
I think I'll go for milk chocolates, and I'll have peanuts. I'll put my name on the top.
3 toppings.
Oh, 3. Go for 3 toppings. So I'll go for peanuts, marshmallows, and M&Ms.
Okay, here's the little girl. You see M&M. come over here and they make the tour, they can come back and order the same thing, even they don't make the tour for the same price. So everyone is, and some of them come, this is for him and her, like gifts. So
they're great gifts.
This is something that it's very unique because you bring somebody what they choose. You make something. When we have kids from school here, it's amazing. They walk like this. They behave wonderful. And the story, their parents came with a kid and the kid are short. So when we hang them the chocolate, the mother grabbed the bag and the kid was like this. And so he started to cry. So I needed to put back on the chocoveyor. And when it came out, read his name and give it to him.
So you're putting it in the fridge now? You put it in the fridge?
In the fridge.
Yeah.
Last chill would be about 10 minutes.
Oh, fantastic.
So let's go over
Thank
there.
you.
Oh, marvellous.
Thank you.
Here we make also the Festival of Chocolate.
Oh,
Like a few
yes.
times a year in Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, West Palm Beach. So we make, there's 15 designers and 15 models with wrappers of chocolate.
Oh, wow.
All those wrappers,
My goodness.
all stickers or whatever it is, it's amazing.